Okay, so last night was not a good night. Can we all say together, I hate foxes? You might have guessed what's happened already. This is my Silky coop. This is the nest box. So, you can see you can see some feathers, and there's a few more feathers down here. Gertrude is a goner. Now luckily, the 3 other girls ran to that back corner and started causing a right hullabaloo, and I managed to wake up. So at 3:30 in the morning I was running down the garden in my underwear to try and see what was going on. Gertrude is no more. He has taken Gertrude. So my first ever Silky hen, and the mother to all these Silkies is a goner. And I can't, look. I mean, what do you do? If this just, I'm at a loss really. I mean, these are extremely common coops. So the fact that he has just basically eaten his way through this, I don't know. I'm going to go and buy some wood or salvage some wood and make a new top. But I may, just because, look, he's probably scratched across here. I may, just for my peace of mind, bring them inside every night. I did that last night. I grabbed Barry and earlier on, and then when I came down at 3:30 and saw those 3 hens were still here, I grabbed them and took them inside. So what I may do is they may come out into the coop in the daytime, and I may just keep them inside at night, because this is ridiculous. And I think it's one persistent dog fox. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call some licensed pet control, pest controllers, who can possibly come and trap him and then shoot him if we can get hold of him. But yeah, it's not a great start. So we have the first of the peppers. So these are my little pepper plants. They're California peppers, so they're sweet peppers, and they are starting to germinate now after a couple of weeks. And then look here, the first aubergine is coming out as well, so that's rather great. So these are in the heated propagator. It's a little more bare because I've taken out the sweet peas and potted them on. The cucumbers didn't come up, and we have these spring onions that have come up, so they need to be potted on and separated out. And then of the parsley, my flat leaf parsley was quite old, and you can see none of that seed has come up, but the curly leaf parsley has come up and is doing really well. So again, that is starting to take off now and go a little bit leggy because of the low levels of light, so I need to pot that on as well. But I'm most excited that this year's sweet peppers and aubergines are starting to appear. Now they won't do very much for the next few months until it really gets warm, but just getting this little bit of growth early on means that they're ready to create roots and romp away when the weather does get a bit warmer. Well, it is utterly foul today, and this is the poultry yard, and you can see the chickens actually need to be ducks to get around in this, and they're actually locked in a shed. But this does give me the ideal opportunity to clean it out, because basically I sluice everything into the middle, scoop out all the debris and shove it on the compost heap, and then I can get out here and clean all of this dirt away, because underneath here is just concrete, so there's like soil and straw and stuff on top, so it's a good opportunity to kind of, you can see here, just sluice it down to something clean, and then hopefully once I've cleaned it a little bit, it will keep on raining, and then keep cleaning it, and then I can scoop out the rest of the water from under here. But it is absolutely gross, and if you come over here you can see, look at the state of my paths, awful. So that is today's job in the rain. All weathers come out, but actually the rain is very good for cleaning out this yard. So a little update on these silky hens. You can see here we have muddy footprints where Mr. Fox has come and has been on top of this roof, no doubt trying to pour his way inside. And you can also see here where the night of the attack, he kind of covered the coop in his muddy feet. Blimmin' animal. But so far everybody is well. You can see there is Barry. Let's go and see Barry. Hello Barry. So at night I'm bringing Barry in obviously, but I'm also now bringing the 3 remaining girls inside as well because I don't like to leave them outside. Obviously I'm a little bit paranoid now. So they are coming in at night just to safeguard them until the spring, when there's probably going to be less foxy around because there'll be more natural prey. But that's a quick update. All the remaining silkies are fine. I'm just taking extra care. So I mentioned that I had cleared out those sweet peas from the incubator, and this is some of the dill and the coriander that has already sprouted. Now again, it has gone a little bit leggy, even though I had it under the grow lights. I don't think I'm using the right grow lights. I've got just blue and red light strips, and you can see that they are quite long. I have buried the stem in some cases and made them a little bit lower. But now they're out here into the lean-to, it should actually, because it's a cooler temperature, it should actually sort of stop them growing quite as manically. So hopefully we can get some nicer, sturdier plants. I've got some more over here, so there's some dill down here, and then these are my sweet peas that have started to come up. So all in all, for January, we have got some nice little plants going away. I'm a bit worried that they are too leggy, but we will see how they go, and I can always plant some more. That's the nice thing about starting off early. If things fail, I can always start off some more seeds. So it's day 2 of giving my girls fermented grains. So this is fermented barley. And I've never done it before, and I actually got the idea from Jeff over on Brimwood Farm's community page on Facebook, who's been feeding his girls fermented barley. And there's lots of really good nutrition and protein and thanks Skeksis, and probiotics in fermented grains, and it can drastically reduce your feed costs as well, because it's a nice thick grain. It sits in their crop, is nice and warm, warms them up, and then they don't need to eat so many layers pellets. It's super easy. So for this I just filled a 5-gallon bucket. I half filled it with grain, kept that covered in water for 3 days until it started to ferment, and now I'm just feeding the grain every day. So at the moment they're just, for 20 hens, they're having just one one pot full of seeds, and that seems to be doing them, and they already have started to eat less layers pellets as a result. So this is quite an interesting project to do, and it should save me quite a bit of money and give the hens some much better health. So I thought we'd have a little check-in with the zebra finches. This is my white and grey pied pair. So the cock is there on top of the nest, and he's the grey pied, because you get the little bit of white on the wing and the throat, and then the white is this hen. And the reason I wanted to bring you and show you these is because she was tight in the nest box today, and or the nest basket, and I wanted just to see if there were any eggs, and I've just put my finger in and I felt an egg, so I thought I would quickly come across and look. So let's take a look in. Oh, okay, there's more than one. I think there's 3 there. That is great. I hadn't realised that she had been laying. So we've got 3 eggs in there from this pair. They actually look like she might have been on them a while, because they look quite fertile. So zebra finches lay an egg every day, so unlike the budgies where they lay an egg every other day, zebra finches lay it every day, and they then incubate for 2 weeks, and then the babies come out. So this is really good news, and it looks like we're going to be having some zebra finch babies sooner rather than later. I'm wondering if she wants to go in there actually. She looks like she wants to go in with it. So let's move this camera back a little bit and see if we can watch her go in. No, you're just going to fly around for a bit. But anyway, that is an update on those zebra finches. Looks like we're going to have babies.